I'm gonna show you how to remove your door handles from your BRZ or GR86. All of these cars have the sensors in the doors, so they are a little more difficult than if you've done the previous model FRS or GT86. Most of them did not have these sensors, so they just came out super simple. These ones, a couple more steps, a little more tedious. So I'll show you this simplest way to get these out. So obviously you need to get the door card off. Link in the description on a video on how to do that. Takes about 2 minutes. So you have this little plastic plug here. Remove that, which you can do it with just your fingers, but it's a little easier to get something to get in behind it. Scratch! I'll pry that out. Inside of there, you're gonna have a T30 Torx bit. Put that in there and just loosen it up as much as you want, because it will not come all the way out. You just want to make sure that you have that all the way loosened. Then come to the outside. You'll probably need 2 hands or something to pry it out. The other one I was able to get with 1 hand, but sometimes they're a little bit tricky to get them just in the right position for them to just pop out. So I'll get that out quick. Once that comes out, which I'll show you what it looks like just so you have an idea, there's nothing really holding it into place. You just have to get it just right to pull it out, but it is much easier to get out with 2 hands. Now the next part, here's the driver's side door handle that's already been removed. You have a wire connection that goes into it for that sensor to lock the doors. You cannot get this out with everything still clipped into place from inside of the door. So that's what we are going to access here. Get this unclipped, unplugged, and then this door handle just comes right out. So you need to remove this plastic. Be as careful as you want. Rip it apart, do whatever you feel is necessary, but it's here for a reason, so we're going to try to leave it intact as much as possible. And since these are newer cars, this glue isn't completely stuck in place. Just give her quick little yanks and it'll break away from the paint and give you access inside of here. That plug is right here. This wire goes into it. This is held in place by 2 clips, one on top, one on bottom, which you have to kind of pry off. And then you can unclip the plug from the outside with a small flathead screwdriver. A little trick here to give yourself more room. Unplug this. Since this is a newer coupe, the door windows roll down slightly when you open up the doors. If you unplug this, see that? Door window went up. So having this unplugged gets this out of the way just enough for you to kind of have a little bit of room to work with in there. So I'm not going to be able to show you on camera what I'm doing, otherwise it's going to take 20 minutes just to do it. But the little square on the top and the little square on the bottom right there, you have to pry those up on the top one and down on the bottom one to get that to release. Be pulling on this wire here out towards the inside of the door here, just to keep some tension on it, so when you do get it unclipped, it actually frees itself from the clip. So on the outside of the door handle, if you pull it out a little ways, see that little bit of white there? In person you'll be able to tell, but there's a clip that you can kind of release inside of here. Just like that. And now you can kind of see it right there. Everything is freed up, so I can actually pull this connector out. So now what I was showing you was this little piece right here. You can just see that through the door with a small flathead. Stick it in right here or the top and get that to pry up, and then push on it and it'll just slide right off the door handle itself. Here are the little square that I was showing you. What you actually want to do is not go in through here, but go just above it to this, and then you pry it up while pulling on this cable. And the same thing with the bottom one. You can see how this one's kind of deformed a little bit. I was prying in there. Pry in the bottom portion here, and then you're going to be lifting up to pry that down, and this clip will unclip from there. So do that one first, then go to the outside, unclip that, and pull it out. And then your door handle just slides back and out. If any of that helped you guys out, or if you have any questions, like the video, drop a comment down below. Again, I'll have the playlist with all of the how-to videos on how to remove certain things on this new platform in that playlist.